Namaste Javians. Myself Javian Dr. Barkha Khurana. Today we'll be discussing about transportation across cell membrane, which is a part of curriculum of human physiology for DPT second semester. See, all the cells have a cell membrane which controls what enters and exits the cell to maintain the internal balance, which is known as homeostasis. The cell membrane provides protection and support to the cell. The structure of cell is composed of phospholipids. It has a double layer of phospholipids. It is elastic and contains almost proteins called membrane proteins. The membrane proteins are integral proteins, pumps, channel proteins, carrier proteins, enzyme proteins, and receptor proteins. Now there are two types of transport mechanisms, active process and passive process. The active process comprises of primary and secondary transport. The passive process has simple diffusion, facilitated diffusion, osmosis, bulk flow, and filtration. So let's start with diffusion. A solute transport is from left to right, that is from higher concentration to lower concentration. The factors that affect the diffusion are Fick's law of diffusion. The shorter the distance, the more quickly gradients are eliminated. Few cells are farther than 125 microns from a blood vessel. The size of molecules also determine the diffusion rate. Ions and small molecules diffuse more rapidly. Increase in temperature helps to increase the motion of particles. Now with simple diffusion, the lipophilic substances can enter cells easily because they diffuse through the lipid portion of the membrane. For example, fatty acids, steroids, alcohol, oxygen, etc. The next is channel-mediated diffusion. The membrane channels are transmembrane proteins, only 0.8 nanometers in diameter. They are used by ions, which are very small water-soluble compounds. Next is osmosis, which is the process of moving water across a semi-permeable membrane towards ion or solute-rich region in the solution. The amount of pressure that can prevent the movement of water from another region, which is partitioned by the permeable membrane, is osmotic pressure. Next is vesicular transport, which is the transport of membrane bounded substances moving across plasma membrane. It is of two types, endocytosis and exocytosis. Endocytosis is a process by which the large number of particles are taken with forming the vesicle into the cell. It has two parts, phagocytosis and pinocytosis. Then is exocytosis, which is a process in which an intracellular vesicle moves to the plasma membrane and fuses the substance into the extracellular fluids. Then is bulk transport. It is the movement of large number of ions, molecules, or particles that are dissolved or carried in a medium, such as a fluid or air. The rate of bulk transport is determined by difference in hydrostatic pressure or air pressure. So this is all in your transportation, passive transport. If you have any doubts, just comment in the inbox section. This session is powered by Digital 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University. Thank you.